to Michelle. Her first one just turned 3 on Christmas Day, and the new one was born on the 21st, but it was due on Thanksgiving Day. So he said, "Come on, go, 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 get an Easter baby."
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and stream. We're gonna stream on YouTube here. Welcome everybody. Okay. Um, newcomers, old timers, original gangsters. Welcome everybody, right? So first we want to do is let me share my screen real quick and kind of give you guys the agenda for the day. Just for the records, this is our last workshop of the year. Okay.
Yep.
I'm not going to bug you guys tomorrow. Okay. But Friday will be our first workshop of 2026. Okay.
Yay.
All right. But I'm going to need some feedback on you guys. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Can y'all see my screen okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody see the screen good?
Yep.
All right. Awesome. So let me go ahead and share sound. And let me go ahead and do my layout. I gotta have me floating somewhere. I don't know. I like that kind of stuff, man. I like that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, where you're floating everywhere around.
I like floating. All right. We're gonna also record this just in case.
Okay.
So we're streaming and we're recording just in case. All right. And if you need the recording of this, I can always send you the link, just like I did for Martha, right? And y'all, thank you for all your prayers for her husband. Martha, you want to give him an update?
Oh no.
Thank you for all your prayers, everybody. Yes, he's getting better every day. Next Tuesday, he'll go to the doctor to get the staples out and his drainage tube out, and he's sleeping better. He's been able to skip some pain pills, so that's a biggie. So thank you all very much.
I mean, he's sleeping next to you. He should be sleeping good, right? And Martha?
No, he actually sleeps better in the recliner in the living room right now. Yeah. So I sleep good in the bedroom with no noises.
Okay.
What happened to him? Martha, what happened?
What happened to him was he went in for an outpatient gallbladder removal, and he had to stay 2 nights in the hospital because there were complications. He had a total of 5 units of blood because it was a bleed.
So Martha, we do have a nurse. Oh, I should say a retired nurse in the house.
Yes, I'm a retired nurse in the house. Woo woo!
So everybody say congratulations to Lori. I believe a couple of days ago was her last day of work, and she retired from the nursing.
Yesterday.
Fabulous. Congratulations.
Yay.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Yes, now the true retirement will be the weekend. I'll have my Saturdays and Sundays back. Woo!
Wow, what a life change.
So you had some complications. I am so sorry to hear that. What caused the bleeding?
Well, I don't want to take up too much time. When they peeled back the gallbladder from the liver, which is a normal thing, there was a vein there that's not normally there, the doctor said, so that bled, and they had to open him up a little bit more to fix it all.
Awesome.
Well, I'm glad they caught it and they were able to stop it, and he's doing better.
Thank you. He's 85.
Well, that's a terrible thing to have happen at 85. Just saying.
Yep. But you know what? He is blessed. He's here.
Yes.
And we want to thank you for all the prayers, all the prayer warriors in the community. We appreciate you. Okay.
He came home Christmas morning, so that was a nice Christmas present.
Yeah.
Yay.
So, if y'all could do the same and keep Eldon in your prayers, that would be awesome. He's another 85-year-old guy in our community, and his daughter is now with him now in California. I'm not sure if she will come on or not, but that's kind of where we're at. Okay.
All these elders in the community.
Let me tell you, we got all ranges. We got from 40 to 85 in our community. So
and grandchildren.
we haven't had the grandchildren attend the workshop yet, but
I gotta get my grandson to attend then.
All right.
There you go.
So the next recognition I would like to do is Madeline. Madeline, congratulations for earning the weekly. And it looks like she's on track to earn the monthly as well.
Nice.
So that will actually happen at midnight tomorrow night. Madeline, you want to say a few words?
Oh, just that I'm very, very grateful. And it is actually so amazing to see results financially wise when you work so hard and you push through and the rewards are so sweet. That was amazing.
How does it feel to receive some money for the second time?
Oh, it's awesome. I want to make it a weekly habit.
You're on track to do that as well. Right now, you're running borderline, right? You're running borderline, but you keep up and just kind of keep doing what you're doing, and it looks like you'll be earning it every week. You just gotta make sure you refer your 3 for the month, right? And then or 1 in the premium. But after the things we're gonna announce, I'm gonna tell you, you guys are gonna be blown away. What you will receive. The other recognition I want to recognize is Lori as our newest premium member. You want to say anything, Lori?
I'm just so happy to be here, stoked and ready to get clarity and move forward and make money.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So the next thing I want to go through is kind of share with you guys some pretty cool stuff happening. Most of you guys know we use get response, right, for our emails. And let me see here. Where did he go? It's here. Scale and grow. Here we go. So those of you guys don't know what that means. So the click-through rates right now for the autoresponder is more than 5%, which is good. That's where you want to be, above 5%. And then the automation is at 27%, which you want the automation to be higher than 10%. Okay? And just so you know, the delivery rate is 100%. Okay? And the reading rate, open rate, is right around 60 to 80%. Okay? Why is it important that you need to know these numbers? Because if your email list is not opening your email, will you convert a sale?
No.
No. And if they're not clicking, you definitely know they're not going to convert a sale. So they got to click on your call to action. You see? So you got to know, because then you got to tweak. It could be the verbiage, could be your video, could be your picture. It could be a lot of things. So you got to do a lot of testing. Okay? Don't just ignore those things, because those things is part of the system. It's part of what we do for you to learn. Okay? And we have incredible technology. Most of you guys know we don't use System.io, but we have incredible technology that does a whole lot more than what System.io does. Okay? So I wanted to kind of share that with you guys. The other thing I want to share with you guys is, most of you guys know we started a brand new channel on YouTube, right? Probably less than 3 months old. And that channel right now just hit 12,000 views.
Wow, that's great.
So it just hit 12,000 views. Actually this past week. So we're looking to take that channel much higher. I've been on it like a beast. We've been doing about 5 contents a day. So like 3 B-rolls, 1 story, and 1 60-second video. So we're also adding posts. My Facebook channel is growing really fast, and my Instagram too. TikTok is kind of stagnating. We're gonna do some tweaks on that to grow that one. But that's kind of where we're at right now on social media. Okay. And one more. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. All right. Leah, did you get your answer?
I forgot what my question was.
your payment system on your website.
Yeah, I'm still working with that. I'm not doing their stores. I love the store view, but that didn't work for me, so I had to make individual pages.
You can still do the store. You can still do the store, but you connect your link to your Square or to your Stripe, whichever system you use.
Yeah, but my problem was I don't want them to pay for the service before they come. So it
No?
wouldn't let me do that.
What do you mean?
You don't go to the spa and pay before you go.
Nowadays, that's
Oh,
kind of almost like what 80% of the people are doing right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I'm not at that level yet. Not that
That's what-
confident.
That's why the people get a low percentage of no show. Because when you pay for something, you're gonna show up.
Yeah, most of them are doing deposits, but I couldn't figure that out either. So I just made individual pages.
You can do that. You can do that in Square. You can do where you pay partial upfront and then take the rest at the time you take your tender.
So for Square, am I making my own buttons, not using the store?
Yeah, you just make your own buttons and you click you link the link to the same place where they would normally click to check out.
Okay, I'm trying to think because I'm trying to make it streamlined where they look at the information, then go to Lunical and
Okay, meet with me separately and then we'll make it work.
okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So just wanted to know I addressed your question inside of the community, okay?
Oh, okay.
All right. How many of you guys got a lot out of Michelle's guest speaking engagement?
That was amazing.
That was amazing.
Definitely.
All right. And the last recognition I want to recognize is those of you who are attended that last 2 days workshop with Michelle. Who attended?
I did.
I did.
You
So-
want to share with us your takeaway?
Wow. The opportunities are tremendous for, like, there's no excuses or reasons why we could not. Now we know that even to set up our system for $27, for $97 at school, just to build our community. For me, it's really about building the community and supporting the community. That is really key. And just supporting one another, getting our niche straight. That's another thing. But yeah, there's opportunity. Whatever you think of, it's all whatever our mind creates. Just put it out there. It doesn't matter. What I got really clear was, people have all kinds of reasons about, oh, I don't have a degree, or I don't know this, or I don't have a skill. Everything is a skill, and you can have a community around that. People are searching, and now this is the time. This is the time, especially because social media like Facebook, the different platforms are going to, school is it. That's really it. School is the future.
Absolutely. And community is your brand.
Yep.
You're not here to build the Stand Store brand, the Beacon brand, the
No.
Linktree brand. You're here to build your brand. Does
Yes.
that make sense?
You have your customers and you hold on, you will never lose them.
That's correct.
As you'll never lose them compared to other platforms. You will lose them immediately. I have thousands of names that I have no idea. And now
Anybody know why school will be around for a long time? Anybody know?
It's the largest community.
No. They have a big goal. Anybody know what school's big goal is?
millions of communities coming up.
To build 1 billion with a B communities. And right now we're only at 150,000.
We're
And they want
stuck.
to
We're
build
the-
1
we're the
billion.
They're not going anywhere.
We're the
They're
baby.
gonna be here for a minute.
So let's go. We're the beginning. We're so grasp.
We're at the foundation stage. That's correct, Julie. That's correct. Who else attended? Anybody else?
I did.
What
I
did you
took
get out
lots
of
of
it?
notes. I really cringe when she says have your own community, but today really gave me an eye opening. So that was exciting.
You know how many spas in the communities
No,
I
I
showed
had
you,
to
right?
go look it up. And
Okay.
no, but not many people are really doing it. So it's kind of an open market.
Let me tell you, if you truly understand community, to me, just show of hands. How many of you here have more than one business?
Yes.
Keep your hand if you have two.
Yes.
Keep your hand if you have three.
Yes.
Yes.
Keep your hand if you have four.
Yes.
Let me tell you why.
All sources of income.
Community is the only place you can have multiple income streams without having a conflict. If you know how to set up your community right. Think about this for a second. This might be a lot to chew on for you guys. Okay? We had 64 income streams. We just added 2 more. So now 66 income streams inside of this community. Okay? How many of y'all saw that post that I put on the pin post? Who is ready to make 5 or 6 figure year in 2026 with PPP? Now, you can do that either as a community owner or you can do that as a non-community owner. Either way, you still can make 5 to 6 figures with PPP. How many of you guys would like to know that you can have a roadmap for that?
Me.
Like literally, checklist. Okay? Done for you prompts. All you got to do is copy and paste, fill in the blank. Does it get it easier than that?
Done for you what?
Done for you prompts. So now you don't even have to think to create your thumbnails, to create your images with you in it, not me. We give you the prompt and we show you where to get the tools. Does it get easier than that?
Oh.
That's what's coming up in January's workshop. We're going to do a 3-day workshop, which I'm going to talk about at the end. Lori, yes, you had your hand raised.
I got to attend the workshop, and I just love how she is giving us great tools that we can start making money as long as we implement them right away.
And you know what's the best part for you guys? You're part of the first community that has done it exactly the way she teaches it and hit 6 figures. That's the community that you are part of. And then would this happen if it hadn't been for each and every one of you? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I appreciate all of you, but we're going to make this year even better. Okay. And we're going to soar our wings where a lot of you will be in either 4-figure, 5-figure, 6 figures. Who decides that?
Me.
Me.
That's right. Each and every one of you
Me.
decides that. Okay. So that's pretty awesome. Okay. Now let's go to today's agenda. I'm going to give you a kind of a 30,000 foot view on how this can be done. Okay. So when you talk about the digital magnetic journey, there's 3 stages of a new subscriber coming to PPP. The first stage is the desperate stage. What's that mean? Who didn't come here not to make money?
No one.
Make sense? But what happens in the beginning is our mind is, okay, I have to make this money. If I don't make this money, I'm going to be my back against the wall or whatever it is, right? Well, here's the secret. When I stopped thinking about the money, that's when things started to convert. So how you do that, right? Number one, you have to learn to refine your message. That's the first thing. So that you can create by starting more of awareness content, letting people know you got something going on. Okay. You're aligned with people who are getting it done. You're not alone. People don't want to know that you're alone. They want to know that you got support. You guys with me so far?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is what they experience in the beginning: confused, overwhelmed, and overthinking. Let me enlarge this for you guys. I'm going to help everybody out here. All right. Let's see if we can do better. Oh, yeah.
Boom.
All right. We can do better. Here we go. Is that better?
I'm seeing
Way
it.
better. Way
All
better.
right.
Oh,
At least I can see it now.
are you
Yeah.
sharing screen? Let's see.
Yes, ma'am. Somebody said something?
Yes, me. I can't see the screen, but something's going on. Let me see.
You can or you can't?
I cannot.
Oh, I'm not sure. It might be the Zoom setting on your side. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So
Okay.
you guys are taking in a lot of information. You're taking notes. You're consuming content, but you might not be taking the actions that you need to take. How many of you guys feel that way?
Me.
Yes.
Absolutely. So it's normal. It happens. Okay. I'm not sure what happened to Madeline.
May I add something to that, Kim?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, it's we may be doing a lot of content, but the problem is we have to narrow it down and really focus in a particular area. Concentration is so key. I guess as for me, I've been doing a lot of stuff from
Okay.
there, but so it's concentration and really focusing on this, what it is, like what you're teaching right now.
So you first of all, you got to decide, as a
Exactly.
new person, you got to decide. Number one is, what is it that you're making content for?
Yes.
And if you have more than one project going, you got to
Mhm.
make sure that the content you make is for that specific project. And if you need to make another set of content for the other project, then you make another set of content for the other project. But don't mix the two. Is that make sense? Right? Now, the only time that you can, sorry for saying this ahead of time, but the only time you can kill two birds with one stone.
Don't kill the birds.
I did apologize. I did apologize.
I love the birds.
Is, for instance, if we're in digital marketing and we're marketing master resale rights, and then you're mastering, you're marketing a community that has that master resale, then now you can make content to kill two birds with one stone. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand? Now, if you got lotion and potion, health and wellness, you're not going to mix that up with digital marketing. You see what I'm saying? That's when you got to create two separate content, right? Or unless you connect the dots, right? So let's just say, like, Jeff, for instance, you're in financial services and you promote life insurance, correct?
Sure. Yep.
So let's say you start talking about the 5 benefits of why you should have living benefits, and how you were able to cross a marketing platform that has allowed you to launch this education that people need about living benefits. And if they wanted to come to learn, comment XYZ, and I'll get you access to this community that not only is going to provide you the education, but it's going to provide you also the solution on how to market those products and services in the event you're in the recruiting business. Does that make sense?
Yep.
That is what a lot of people right now in insurance business. Look, if I go in here, let me show you. You can go to Discovery, and just type in life insurance. And look how many pages, guys. Look how many pages of people catching on to community. 23 pages, and I believe it is 30 to a page. So you do the math. 30 times 23. And this is only the beginning.
Yeah. Think of the
Because
people.
when you divide that number, right, by 150,000 communities, it doesn't even break 1%. So do you think you're at the ground stage?
Yes, we are.
Yes, you are. And you know what's the best part of this? It's any industry. The only industry, guys, that has broken 1% on school is digital marketing. The only one. Can you believe that?
Wow.
So school is very, very diversified. You get my picture? Right? They're very, very diversified. Okay? Now, in the beginning, you're going to be unsure, right? You're going to be creating content because you feel the pressure. So sometimes it might not be clarity because you're creating that content because you feel like I have to do it. There's no if, ands, or but. It happens to all of us. I was there too. This is how I felt the first 60 days until I stopped thinking about the money, guys. Okay? What do we need the most at this stage?
People.
Clarity as to what is the 7-second test. The difference of understanding the 7-second test and not understanding the 7-second test. How many of you guys would rather convert every 21 leads or convert every 7 leads? Which one would you rather convert?
Every 7.
That comes down to understanding and implementing the 7-second test.
Repeat the question again, please.
Would you rather convert every 21 leads or 7 leads?
21 leads or 7. Okay.
And the difference is between a person clearly understand what is a 7-second test and how to implement it to make sure that you earn the like, know, and trust quicker. And it doesn't matter whether it is in the community or whether it is in your message, in your content, 7-second tests apply everywhere. Anything that you do with digital marketing. Does that make sense? Right? Give me a second on the question, Martha. Your message needs to sound like your audience, you're speaking to your audience. And in this case here, right, you need to be clear, and your engagement inside of the community is your most important muscle to flex. You're not just creating content to engage, but you want people to respond. Which one is easy to get somebody to respond? Your social media content or community content?
Community.
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 Community for sure.
Because community, people are developing the like, know, and trust quicker. They know you're not a robot. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Social media, the first thing they got to get to their head is this person a robot? And you have to be convincing. Do you know how good AI is right now? Sometimes you can't even tell if it's that person or AI. That's how good AI is right now. So how do you know if it's an AI video or how do you know it's the real person? How many of you guys have seen the movie Triple X with Van Diesel?
Oh.
What does the FBI guy say? If you want to catch the dogs, you send the dogs to go get the dogs, correct? Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Guess what? If you want to detect AI robots, let AI do their job. They're going to know who's a robot. They're going to know who's not. Don't try to figure it out yourself. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yep.
Right? You just focus on your content. Now, through this 3-day workshop, we're going to show you step by step how to create that kind of engagement in the community. How many of you guys would like to learn that?
Sounds great.
Yes.
Right? How many of you are right now tired of creating content that doesn't hit 50 points?
Yes.
You got to ask yourself, what am I doing different than those who are hitting 50 points? You see what I'm saying? You got to start studying the people who hit 50 points. What kind of content are they creating that I'm not creating? You see? That's the first step. Okay? So, what is your focus there? 7-second test, message clarity, and emotional resonance. That is your focus in the first stage. You learn to refine it and master that. How many communities do you know teach that? Lori, you're in the community builder. Zuli, you're in community builder. How many community teach that?
None.
I've seen it.
Not one. You know why? They're going to ride it and make as much money from you as they can. This is how you read between the lines. Why do we want you to get good at engagement? Because our heart is to help you generate recurring income. And it starts with engagement. You see what I'm saying now? Right? See, Madeline is starting to understand. She had to drop because of internet. You see? And that's another thing I want to point out. In despite of internet challenge, guys, and she's leading you guys in the community. Most of you guys know in South Africa, the internet is very unstable, right?
Yep.
So she takes away all the excuses, right? So what is your goal? Number one is learn how to stop the scroll. And number two is make them feel that it was made for you. They have to experience that feeling that you're speaking directly to them. Okay? Stage number 2, right? So let's talk about stage number 2. Okay? Is what I call the fun stage. Anybody here now feel that it's fun making the content?
Yes.
It should be that way. That means that you're passing the desperate stage. You know, for me, it's really fun to make content now. Like, if Michelle gives us a challenge and say, have this video up before the training is over, I'll have that video up before the training is over. When you have the ability to do that, that means you've created over 100 videos already. You've edited over 100 videos because each time you edit a video, you're going to get 1% better than you did the last video you edited. You do 100 video, you just got 100% better than the very first video. How many of y'all agree to that?
Absolutely.
So you just got to make a decision to just go and do it. Like for you and I, Jeff, we just need to get together. You know, here's another thing I want to tell you. I learned this from Michelle Schmarterer because how many of you guys remember when I was questioning the upgrade? Like, if someone needs to upgrade, They just pay the difference between what they have to what they want, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know one of the community rules because Kim didn't read that one for some reason. And that community rule is very simple. Upgrades are supposed to take place within 60 days of purchase. Now that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So therefore, if you're going to upgrade to the 10 income stream, you got until midnight tomorrow night. Because after January 1st, they won't grant it anymore. If you upgrade, you got to pay full price. Now it makes sense when you understand that particular community rule. Is everybody clear on that? Is it worth it? Absolutely. Is the difference between somebody choosing you over someone else to buy the program. That should be the main reason. The second reason is you're getting the bonus package of the creator business kit, including the magnetic marketing all in one, which means you save another $500 that you don't have to spend by just upgrading. That's already great value. That's almost like 100% money back. Isn't it? You spend 500, you save 500. How much did you net out of pocket? Zero. Because technically it's a tax write-off. Instead of having to spend $1,000 to achieve the same thing. Does that make sense? Right? I failed math, but I can do that math.
Yes, you can.
So, at the end of the day, guys, why is this the fun stage? Because this is where you've developed some level of trust to the system. Because now you're getting better at editing videos, right? And it's becoming where you have strategy. You know, Kim made 6 figures without strategy. I made 6 figures because of quantity. I didn't start having strategy until literally the last 90 days. I started to understand digital marketing on a whole different level once I got mentored by Michelle and closer by Tim. Does that make sense?
Yep.
That's why I'm able to transfer that experience to you guys on pennies on a dollar. How would you like to know that you can learn this for $1 a day? Is that a big price to pay?
No.
Absolutely not, right? Now, let me ask you this. This is when you start spending X amount of time learning, X amount of time doing. You understand? You're starting to get organized, right? But your income producing activity, which should be 3 pieces of content a day, 2 7-second B-roll and 1 60-second video, guys. I wish Madeline was here. She could tell you, even though with all the internet challenge, it doesn't take her that long to do a 7-second B-roll. For us here in the United States, we should be able to do it with our eyes closed. In my case, my eyes looks closed all the time. I'm glad you guys got that one. See? All right. And what happens when you do more? You start believing in what you do. Why? You're saying the same message consistently. The more you say it, your belief level goes higher and higher each time. Because you're reminding yourself. What do you need the most in this stage? Direction. Anybody know how you get direction? 3 letters.
S F A S K.
CTA.
Oh,
CTA, call to action, equal direction. Direction equal engagement. Engagement equal connection. And connection equal
Engagement.
connection equal
Engagements.
Results.
Results.
currency.
Currency.
Currency. Come on, guys, you know the answer. Currency. All said and done, you need to know what I just said by heart if you're going to succeed in this digital marketing space.
Wow.
All serious note, guys. All serious note. I don't care what you're selling. Lotion and potion, life insurance, health insurance, real estate. If you're dealing with digital marketing, you need to know this stuff. That's the framework. Okay? You need to understand that this is a series, a simple step. There's no hype here. We all use the same system. We all use the same tools. Why is it that some have more results than others? Consistency. You need a guide where you feel safe and relatable. In order to have that, you need to have a safe community. How many of you here feel you have a safe community?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay? This is what we do. It was meant to be designed that way. By structure, not by luck. Okay? So where is your focus on this second stage? Making sure you are consistent on your CTA. Every 10 videos minimum should have the exact same CTA. I go the extra mile. If you go to my last 30 videos, I got the same CTA on the last 30 videos, which is why I convert a lot of leads. Because my message is crystal clear. Do you guys understand that? Right? Community exposures. The difference between me and you is I live and breathe this community. And there's not a person that I don't talk to that I don't talk about the community. That's the reason why I signed up most people in the community. Each and every one of you here, I think, besides Leah, were signed up by me. Leah was signed up by Brahim. But did Leah connect to Brahim's story or did Leah connect to Kim's story?
All right.
You see?
And I have to pat you on the back for helping me out with a lot of my questions. So,
Well, that's called the community support.
yeah, and
right?
that's not something you normally can get in other communities.
Well, you've seen me for many years. You just never got a chance to work with me.
Exactly. I agree. We've been in a lot of groups together.
And you just haven't had a chance to work with me again until this community, and then you finally discovered what we're really about. Does that make
Yes.
sense? Right? And guess what? A lot of you are going to experience the same thing with all these 80% of the dormant people in the community. If that makes sense. Which one is easier to make a sale with? Someone in the community or someone outside the community?
In the community.
Definitely in the community.
In the community. You want to know that you want to reach somebody out in the community, the first thing you got to do is you got to make sure your story is everywhere in the community. How? Via videos and content. Instead of posting motivation, inspiration in the content, share your story. You know, this is the only community that allows you to share your story.
No, I didn't know that.
Because other community, you share your story, what happens?
Get kicked out.
They call it
You get booted.
self-promotion. Seriously, they call you as a self-promotion
Yes.
and they ban you. So we have a different technique on that. It's called community outreach. And we even teach you how to do community outreach. This 3-day workshop, we're going to teach you in depth on how to do community outreach. I'm not going to give you the dates yet of the workshop because we're going to need some feedback from you. And I promise you, this workshop will be very highly attended because of what it brings to the table.
And you're
Make
going to do
sense?
it for 3 days or what?
3 days, 1 hour each day.
Oh, okay, only an hour each day. Okay, gotcha. I
1
thought you.
hour each day for the free portion, and then maybe 1 or 2 hours on the VIP portion.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
I promised to Michelle I'll be coachable, and we're going to try this 3-day workshop. Because most of you guys know my workshops are 5 weeks. Does that make sense? So, any questions? You had a question, Martha, before I move on to the third, stage 3?
Yes, when you were talking a while back about the 7-second test and really getting that down, doing it, applying to get conversion. Oh, a while back, Michelle O said, you can't expect to have conversions till you have 300 in your email list. Do I disregard that?
300 what?
300 emails in my email list.
Well, it depends on what conversion you're talking about. I'm talking about converting a lead to go into your funnel.
Okay.
What you're talking about is converting a sale.
Okay.
2 different things, right?
Yes. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Yep. You see, the conversions and the 300 thing, that's for the masses. That's without passing the 7-second test. All those numbers go away when you pass the 7-second test. Why? That's 300 with people who don't like, know, and trust you. When the like, know, and trust happens, it's a lot less than 300.
That's good news.
Make sense? Right? It makes sense, right? You see? So, good question, by the way. So let's talk about stage 3. Stage 3 is when the rubber meets the road. This is where you make a commitment. This is where you make a decision. Mahal. Does that make sense? This is when you got to decide, okay, am I ready to go 30 days without looking back? Anybody know why 30 days?
Create a habit.
It takes 30 days to create a habit. That's correct. Which challenge will give you a test outside of the 30-day challenge? Which one will actually give you a test to see if you're ready to commit? Anybody know?
Mm-mm.
7-day challenge. The 7-day challenge is like a pulse check. Is this person can discipline for 7 days, then this person got a good chance to discipline for 30 days, correct?
Okay.
But if a person can discipline for 7 days, it's a long shot in the dark for 30. Y'all understand now?
Oh.
Everything we do in this community is called a filter. Most of you guys know, you work with me long enough, I filter everything. Everything. Why? I have to make sure I'm spending time with the right people. How many of you guys believe that when you take time away from your family, you need to be very serious about who you spend time with? Right? See,
Yeah.
like, if I go with Zuli here, Zuli take time away from her husband.
Yeah.
She could be spending that time with him. Do you think the husband want to hear, well, I'm so frustrated with these people because they can't seem to listen to me? Who do you think takes the pain? The husband. Because the husband doesn't want to see the wife fail. Does that make sense?
Definitely.
Definitely.
That's when you know that you are serious about your time. All said and done, let's say Jeff has a wife, right?
Yep.
The wife trusts you.
Absolutely.
But I don't know how much you guys discussed with what you invest and what you've done here, but it's time for you to get a return. But the question you have to ask yourself, do you have all the tools that you need to get the return that you need? And the answer is no. Does that make sense? Why? Because you're up to bat right now. 4 streams of income versus 10. Would they buy from you or would they buy from the guy next door? What do you think, Jeff?
The guy next door? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Who would you buy from? If you got 2 people selling the same product, but one offers 10 streams of income and the other one offers 4.
Well, the one that offers 10.
Exactly. But the thing is that that's the situation that you're in. Does that make sense? So that's where you got to make some adjustments, right? So, and you're not the only one. Trust me. There's a lot of people out there like this. How many of you guys agree there's a lot of people out there that need your help?
Yes.
There's a ton of people.
Absolutely.
There's a
Here's
ton.
the beautiful thing about PPP. For you to make a sale, does your website have to be set up completely?
No.
No.
No. Why don't you share your story, Breezy, how you met me and what that means to you?
Well, I kept seeing this gentleman that always spoke very um, clearly and concisely about different topics based on his experience. And I kept seeing this gentleman more and more and more. And after a good while, well, no, after a little while, I started feeling as this gentleman was very clear and concise about what he knew. So then I began um, considering this gentleman as very knowledgeable about a lot of different fields that he was involved with. So I looked at this gentleman as an expert. So time went by, and he continued to make these various comments when various discussions were going on, and I continued to value him as an expert. And so it turned into months, and it turned into years. So every time he made a comment, it's like the old E.F. Hutton television commercial. Whenever he would speak, everybody would listen.
So, long story short, Breezy didn't trust me overnight. He was following me for a long time. You understand?
Yes.
And then finally,
One
the
day.
like, know, and trust happened to come where it needed to be. And he made a decision to go ahead and collaborate. You see?
Yep. And I
So
and I, I
you're
said,
going to have the same thing with your perfect customers and your audience out there who are following you. But let me ask you this. If you're not putting videos out there, who's going to follow you?
Nobody.
That's right. So it starts we put in that video. They don't have to be perfect. 2 ways to put out a video. Either you learn to do it yourself, or you get with someone who can help you do it with you until you can do it yourself. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
It's plain and simple. Okay? But in the consistency, your magic number is 3. 3 will get you a sale if you do it consistently for 60 days. What do we mean by consistently? The branding is there. Your captions is there. Your hook is there. Your hashtag is there. Your keyword is there. Those are all part of the definition of consistency, because those are your non-negotiables. So if you go look at your last 10 or 30 videos and you don't have all these components in your video, your consistency never started. Does that make sense?
Could you repeat those items again?
Your captions, meaning your hook, should be on the top the entire video, across the entire video. Whether it is 60 seconds, a minute, or 2 minutes, it should be all the way across. Anybody know why?
Catches everybody's eye.
Because some people watch their phone and they don't have the volume turned up because they're at their
Okay.
job.
Who picks that up?
This is going to handle very much more, but we got this.
People who are at work.
Oh, how awesome.
AI, the algorithms.
Paul, and we're going to just do
Hang on a second.
reflection.
AI, the algorithms picks up the captions. And the first thing they look for is, does your caption match your title of your video? Your title that you put in when you upload your video. And does that title has the same keywords of your hashtag or the keywords in your description? All of those is what triggers the algorithm. Those are the 3 main things. And then your audio. Does your audio correspond to the hook? Or are you all over the place with your audio and it has nothing to do with your hook? All of that makes a difference. But it can't be on just one video. It takes at least 30 days to prime. Anybody know what priming is?
Priming a pump.
Right. It takes 30 days to prime the pump and to trigger the algorithm, depending on how clear your message is. You can do it as fast as 7 days, but you got to be on point. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I've been priming it right now for about 15 days, consistently with that same message now. I'm looking to see the results at the 30-day mark, at the 60-day mark, and the 90-day mark. And I'm doing all that test on that new channel. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Just to make sure I can show you that what takes place works. Why do I know it works? I watched my mentor, the owner of Got Back Up, take a Facebook channel from 0 to 250,000 followers on the hardest platform, Facebook, in 60 days.
Wow.
Is that pretty good?
That's more than pretty good.
Yes. Where do I find that video?
You can do the same thing with YouTube. You can do the same thing with Instagram. You can do the same thing with TikTok. All you have to do is follow the principles. Does that make sense? I will edit that video and I will put it in the community, but it will be only available for the premium members. It'll be part of the recordings for the premium members. Does that make sense? Let me tell you the fastest way to get to premium. Get content out and line up 3 people that will see value in premium. Does that make sense? Anybody know why 3?
Mhm.
3 premium referrals pays for your subscription on a monthly basis. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
That's all it takes. But right now, promotion until the midnight 31st, tomorrow, we're on a 24-hour countdown, right? Not only will you get your thing paid for, but you'll get 6 months off a 12-month subscription. That means you keep that money in your pocket. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
But if you refer 5, we're giving you free for life on both VIP and premium. I haven't seen anybody take advantage of that yet. But the promotion is there. But it goes away on midnight of the 31st. Just a friendly reminder. Does that make sense?
Yep.
This is an offer, guys, I've never done. As long as Jeff has known me, some of the OG people here, I've never gave that offer before. Okay? So last but not the least, guys, you need a clear CTA, right? Drive your people to the community. When they get to the community, they're going to get the blueprint. Why? That's the first email that goes out. We make it very easy for you. Does that make sense so far?
Mhm.
We provide you the funnels. We provide you the tools. Everything. All you have to do is do the work. That's the one thing we can't do for you, is do the work. You got to be willing to do the repetitions, right? Now, why does this all matter? Okay? Most people fail because they talk to stage 3 when their audience is still on stage 1. Does that make sense? That means that your message is not clear. Why does PPP help you win? Okay? It's because we want to make sure we meet the people where they are, wherever they are, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. And what we do is we give them a guide. We don't push them. They have to commit on their own. You have to have the will to want to do this. Okay? And then what do? Is we lead them with clarity, consistency, and all of that will do the selling on its own. Is that clear to you guys? Right? Okay? Now, last but not the least, our next workshop will be Friday the 2nd. I highly recommend. Here's what I will challenge you. Do community reach out. There's a lot of people out there that need your help. And we're going to teach you more on the community reach out, okay? Because that's actually what the training is going to be on Friday the 2nd. We are going to try the 3-day workshop, but I'm going to make a post inside and I'm going to need your feedback on this. Does that make sense, guys?
Okay.
How many of you guys find that the school platform is good on updates?
Yes, I love them.
Are you guys getting the emails, right?
Yep.
I
I-
love that
I
because
know
they
that's
come in the
Jeff's favorite.
inbox.
Jeff love emails.
I
He
read
loves emails over text. He's the only guy that I know that does that.
I text you all the time. What the heck are you talking about, Kim?
So I wish everyone here a happy new year. Okay. And
Happy
I'm
New
gonna
Year to
take
you.
maybe Q&A. Actually, I can't. We're supposed to be on the call right now. I'm 8 minutes late. So happy New Year's, guys. I gotta get on the community builder call, and I'll see you guys later. Okay?
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Happy New Hey, Kim,
All right.
if I need to call you later, can I?
Yes, you can. It'll be after 9 tonight. Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Because I got a meeting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that'll get over about 9:50.